This one's read between the lines. Reasons why I packed up and left, brought my family home to Thailand. There's a journey that I want to explain to you in a couple of minutes. I was on YouTube last night and I seen guys relocating to different parts of the world from Australia, and I wanted to share my journey, and I want to share my journey with the world. Just over 2000, year 2000, I flew into Australia with a shoulder bag and full of life. I was full of life. I wanted to work, I wanted a career, I wanted to build a dream. And I walked the streets and I searched for a job, and I worked my way up to a professional company. The first few pay packets that come in after 50 hours, I got like $1,200 in the hand. And oh man, this little boy was like $600 on living costs. I was still living in a backpackers and shoulder bag to work, and $600 living costs. $600 for myself, and I'm like, wow. So I banked some of that, and 10 weeks later I'd see my kids from New Zealand, and 10 weeks again I'd see my kids. And I lived like this for 10 years in Australia until my kids grow up to 18 and they left their mums out there anyway. And I started traveling the world. I thought, okay, now I've got my freedom. So I went through Europe and England and all that, as you do. My job was fantastic. The rates were good, the living costs were good. I traveled through Thailand, accidentally fell in love with this beautiful lady. She was so proud the way I spoke of Australia. I was very, very humble in my country for what it gave to me, and I wanted to share that with her. So we went back. We packed up her life in Thailand and we went home to mine, where she watched me get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, hydrolytes, moisturizer on, deep heat creams, and I'd wake up in the middle of the night seized up, and I put my heart and soul into my job. I really did. Getting home at 7 o'clock in the morning, alarm clock would go off again, and I thought honest day's work for honest day's pay. That was Australia, man, and we stuck beside each other, and I was so proud of that, and I'm so proud of where I come from, Australia. They gave me citizenship, they gave me the doors to open to it. So I thought, okay, so I opened the doors to me, I opened the doors to them. So I worked my heart out. I bought one truck, we bought a truck together, we established a whole construction company, we had employees and so forth. We thought we were doing the right thing by everyone. We paid our supers, we paid our insurances, we paid all our BASs. We did not dodgy nothing. We thought at the end of the 3 months we'll be right. The next 3 months, the next BAS coming, we'll be okay. At the end of the year, we're like, I'm not sure if business is that good in Australia. And like, we were making some serious invoices, but the taxes and the liability and the fuel costs and all this, I thought, okay, give it another year. So then, the only way we started sort of making profit was if I really be hands-on in the company. And this is not fair. This is a lot of money invested. Like, we got a lot of money. I worked my heart out for this, and I'm thinking I shouldn't have to be in the tools, you know. So again, we go for another year, and then the situation happened in 2000, and we watched everything what happened, and businesses got destroyed, and mandates come in and all that sort of stuff, and the whole economy crippled itself, and then when we come out of it, things got even worse. The living costs and it fluctuated, the living and standards and the liability of insurances, and if we were late one day on our BAS or on our super payments, we were fined $1,000. I couldn't understand this, but yet the people who were running the place was driving the place into the ground, but they weren't getting fined. And then we're getting threatened by, we were doing everything by the book, and we're getting threatened by these emails saying, if you don't do everything by this, you're going to get audited, you're going to get checked, you're going to get checked. And I'm thinking, go check us then. And I'm thinking, wait on, the people that are sending this, those guys need checked too. Who's making all the money off this, guys? Because it ain't going back into the people. And here we were spending up to 50% on taxes, between the business tax, the super taxes, this tax and this tax. And we're like, wow. And then they go and try and put the super up and the GST up. And I'm like, wait on. There's not enough there. There's not enough cake. There's not enough fruit on the cake to go around. This is not going to work out for us. So we end up spending the last 6 months before coming to Thailand, working for free. One little bit of rain, because it was outside work, one little bit of rain, straight out of my pocket. The boys in the yard, you've got to keep them happy, otherwise they just go somewhere else. There was no assistance from up above. I'm not going to, from up above, everyone knows what I'm talking about. These are the reasons we packed up. We sold up, we threw the towel in, we couldn't be done. I didn't want to, man. I was so proud of all the pictures and all the trucks lined up, all labelled, and I achieved exactly, well, we did it together. We achieved my dream. The dream that she pushed me into doing. She believed in me to do it. At the start, I was like, no, I haven't got the guts to do it, but she pushed me and said, you're good. And we did it. We built it. It was fantastic. And my friends and family were like, wow, you've exploded. You've done really well. And I'm thinking, my body's destroyed, but yes. And it was easy to stay there and keep the ego going with a big head, but I'm not that sort of person. I was like, okay, is this place going to get any better? Or is that it? To get up to the next level, I'm going to have to put myself in $2 million worth of debt, and all these taxes and profit gains that are coming now, and all these other the bright line taxes and all that sort of stuff that are approaching next year. And I'm like, profit gains on unrealistic gains on stuff that you haven't even sold yet. And the only way middle class people in business are actually succeeding is put themselves in a whole lot of debt.
Yes.
There's no profit there.
Yeah.
And the only rewards you get is the nice car on the Sunday you drive around in that's right off to the business, and a bit of free food on the barbecue you can ride off. That's not fair dinkum all, man. That's not the Aussie that I fell in love with. If things changed tomorrow, and all those regulations got dropped, like the US is saying, no income taxes and all that, if those come across this way to Australia, 100%, I'd go home and I'd pull something out of Asia, I'd go home and start up again. I fully believe in those lobsters and prawns that we eat are the best in the world.
Yeah.
We've got friends and family that we really, really miss and adore. There's so many places on the west coast of Australia I wanted to go to explore, and there's a lot of stuff in Australia I severely miss. We miss. So we packed up and went on a one-way ticket, and got to Asia, and they started popping up on my Facebook and my YouTube that we're not alone.
Yeah.
And then I realised, because I was going to stay real humble, this page on YouTube is only new, and I was going to stay quite humble and just cruise under the radar, and because I felt like I didn't betray Australia, I felt like Australia let me down. After all those hard works, like people say, oh, you bag out Australia. 100% no, I praise the place, man. I gave my life, I gave my best life for there, like 25 years of blood, sweat and tears. I didn't take one handout. I was entitled to none. I didn't ask for none. And then I watch all these people coming in now. I can't say too much. Anyone that are coming in now and what's going on over there, and nothing's happening, and it can be stopped just like that, but it doesn't want to be stopped. We seen on Facebook this morning about the kids getting stuff like this, and it's not fair dinkum. It's not fair. It's not. A lot of stuff like that should be highly recommended. It shouldn't be, and no consequences. But yet the society and the public have consequences to their action. To me, that's not fair. That's not fair. I can't say too much. I don't want to get banned. So anyway, that's my spill for the day. A little bit more of an insight of the frustration that we went through before coming to Thailand, and now we can sort of move on with our life, and when we see it happening on our socials, we just keep on scrolling, and we feel sorry for it. Not everyone was in a position to be married to an Asian where we can go and live in their country. And in hindsight, if I didn't get married, I probably would have been back to New Zealand or another country to live in, instead of standing there and trying to fight something that you're not going to win. Anyway, that's my spill for the day. Check out the view behind us. That's sick. Check out. I'll give you a little squizzy. Look at that's my beautiful wife. Look at that. That's the Gulf of Thailand. Gulf of Thailand. Patata's right behind us. This is Cozy Beach, isn't it, darling? Cozy Beach?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's Cozy Beach. Pretty awesome place. Anyway, that's my spiel for the day. Thanks for listening, guys. I've got some cool stuff coming up. We've got some traveling to do, some exotic food to eat, some different sort of planning.
Yeah.
Trying to buy a Harley at the moment so I can take us all around Asia and hope to get across the border. That'd be pretty exciting. If I can get it across the border, I'll let you know. You'll be with me. Anyway, peace out from Thailand. This is Pani. I'm Dale. Love you heaps. Thanks for